हम करते हैं इन द मार्केट। तो वो थम स्टॉप रेशो की जो राशिद भाई अभी बात कर रहे थे, वो बहुत ज्यादा अच्छी आती है, खास तौर पे जब हम कोई नेगेटिव प्रोस्पेक्ट को डिस्कस कर रहे होते हैं ऑन सोशल मीडिया। सो हम कोई ना कोई इस तरीके का नेगेटिव हुक जरूर देते हैं इन्फ्लुएंसर को, जिससे हमारा हुक रेट जो है वो अच्छा हो। उसके बाद जो इन्फ्लुएंसर स्टोरी टेलिंग करता है फॉर आवर ब्रांड, तो वो बहुत ज्यादा होती है। हुक रेट के बाद हमारी स्टोरी टेलिंग, हमारी जो बॉडी होती है क्रिएटिव की, वो बहुत मैटर करती है। तो सिर्फ हुक नहीं, हम उसको प्रॉपर बॉडी भी बना के देते हैं कि 3 सेकेंड का आपका हुक था, देन स्टार्ट फ्रॉम 3 सेकेंड टू 15 सेकेंड आपने क्या बोलना है। उसके बाद जो हमारा आपने लास्ट 3 सेकेंड में CTA कॉल टू एक्शन बताना है, वो क्या होना चाहिए। तो इसकी हम प्रॉपर एक जिस तरीके से अब्दुल राफे, यू नो मी एंड अफान, वी हैव अ PDF जो हम अपने क्लाइंट को सेंड करते हैं या एक इन्फ्लुएंसर को सेंड करते हैं। इन दैट PDF हमारे पास जितनी हमें उसको हुक्स चाहिए, जिस तरीके के हुक्स चाहिए, उनकी एग्जाम्पल्स, वो सारी चीजें हम प्रोवाइड करते हैं। देन हम अपनी स्क्रिप्ट जो है वो उसको बना के भेजते हैं फॉर अ प्रॉपर ऑप्टिमाइज UGC क्रिएटिव।
राइट राइट, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर द आंसर।
बहुत शुक्रिया बासित भाई।
जी आई थिंक
अच्छा बासित भाई, मुझे बस लास्ट ये बताइएगा, फिर डिस्कनेक्ट हो गया आई थिंक।
जी जी, यू कैन कंटिन्यू।
नो नो, मुझे आवाज आ रही है।
अच्छा, मुझे लास्ट बस ये बताइएगा कि आप अपनी अगर जब स्क्रिप्ट लिख रहे होते हैं, कंटेंट यानी बॉडी पार्ट जब लिख रहे होते हैं अपनी क्रिएटिव का, तो उसमें आप क्या क्या चीज़ें ज़्यादा मेंशन करते हैं, जो सबसे ज़्यादा आपकी होता है कि यार अगर कस्टमर को उसको लाइक होल्ड करना है अपने क्रिएटिव पे, तो किस तरह से आप कौन कौन सा ऐसा मेन पेन पॉइंट यूज कर रहे होते हैं कस्टमर को अपनी क्रिएटिव पर होल्ड करने के लिए?
देखिए, इन द स्टार्ट मैंने बताया कि आपका हुक बहुत मैटर करता है, खास तौर पे इन दिनों में, इन दीज डेज आपका हुक बहुत ज्यादा मैटर करता है। इसके अलावा जो आपकी बॉडी है, स्टोरी टेलिंग, हम बहुत सारी वीडियोस ऐसी देखते हैं जो स्पॉन्सर्ड नहीं होती, बट हम अपना टाइम उन वीडियोस के ऊपर लगाते हैं बिकॉज द स्टोरी टेलिंग वाज दैट गुड in our ads, in our creative. If our storytelling will catch the attention of our customer, so हमारा जो वॉच टाइम है वो इंक्रीज होता है, हमारी एंगेजमेंट रेट इंक्रीज होने का चांस होता है। उससे हमारी ऑटोमेटिकली जितने हमारे स्टैट्स हैं, जितने हमारे ये डेटा पॉइंट्स हैं, लेट्स सपोज CTR की हम बात करें, CPM की बात करें, whenever the engagement rate is high on your creative, तो आपकी ये सारे स्टैट जो है वो इम्प्रूव होना शुरू हो जाते हैं। तो स्टोरी टेलिंग हम करते हैं जिससे हमारा कस्टमर भी रुकता है और हमारी क्रिएटिव में भी एक अच्छी जान आती है।
Definitely.
ठीक।
So Abdul Rafi, I would like to add few points here. So if you know your client facing some sort of issues, let's say you are running a fashion and apparel brand, and they want, let's say their priority is simple, sleek, and decent design. So and you are trying to promote them something little bit of different, which has a little bit of, let's say, design factor that they might not prefer. How are you going to address them, right? So basically, sometimes you have to test things out in a way that goes way beyond the actual problems. Sometimes you have to uncover the problems. Basically, for example, if I were to give you an example, for example, I do try to wear simple clothes, simple t-shirts that suits me, and the advertiser who is advertising me, he is uncovering my problem or the hidden desire that I don't have. Like, it's okay to have a little bit of design element which looks good. So this is what you are trying. For example, if I were to say something, you would add objection number one, you would add value proposition, you would add what they are getting it out of it. So objections, need, and value, these points, when I give my inputs, I do try to highlight with the clients, like these elements are very crucial on top of storytelling So it's super important to also go a little bit of out of the context to test things out. So your question was very valid, very good, and Basit bhai have gave a very good answer. And before we take our next question, I'm gonna say thank you to each and every one of you who has come to listen to the wisdom of Basit bhai, and try to learn something out of it. If guys, if you guys are getting any value out of it, even if it is 0.1%, give us a heart emoji, so we know our efforts are being met, like it's being beneficial to all of you. I thank you so much. I do really 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 appreciate you, because this is the goal. We are here to help you out, right? On top of this, I would recommend each and every one of you to connect with Basit bhai, connect him, follow him, ask him questions, seek his guidance, and see what he is doing. Go right now, connect with him, and he will be sharing the PDF. Whoever is going to either comment on the same event post to, they need the PDF for the TAM, total addressable market, just comment on the same post or message Basit in the inbox. He will definitely be sharing it with you. And also make sure to connect with each other, because if you see, we are in the same relevant niche, like digital advertising, e-commerce, marketing, whatever you name it. So connect with each other, try to collaborate and be valuable, right? And since we just only have 5 minutes, I will try to take Ali Hamza to unmute your mic and ask the question to Basit bhai. Ali Hamza.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम राशिद भाई।
Walaikum salam.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम अब्दुल वासी भाई, क्या हाल है?
वालेकुम अस्सलाम।
अच्छा, मैं ये पूछना चाहूँगा आप लोगों से कि
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह।
गुड। अच्छा, मैं ये पूछना चाहूँगा आप लोगों से कि एआई जो है, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस, इसको हम डिजिटल मार्केटिंग में किस तरह यूज़ कर सकते हैं? लाइक अभी तक जो मैंने सीखा है ना, मतलब अब मुझे इतना टाइम तो नहीं हुआ है ऑब्वियसली, थोड़ा सा ही हुआ है, और थोड़ी बहुत कैंपेन चलाई है, सेल्स और अवेयरनेस सब ठीक।
Ali bhai, your mic is
तो
very low.
मतलब
Can
एआई
you
को
speak a little bit of louder? Your mic is very low. Your voice is coming very low.
जी मुझे भी बहुत कम आवाज आ रही है।
I
कोई इशू था?
I think
उतार दिया।
जी continue.
अच्छा, मैं ये पूछ रहा था कि एआई को, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस को हम डिजिटल मार्केटिंग में और ई कॉमर्स साइट पे किस तरह यूज़ कर सकते हैं? इसके लिए कोई स्पेशल कोर्सेज हैं या क्या इसके लिए, मतलब ये इस पे थोड़ी सी गाइडेंस दें हमें।
Basit bhai, would you like to add your inputs?
मैं सबसे पहले जी 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 बिल्कुल सर, मैं सबसे पहले कोर्सेज के ऊपर एक बात कर लूँ, उसके बाद फिर आप इसका आंसर करिएगा। देखें, कोर्सेज आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, बट मैं हमेशा एक चीज कहता हूँ कि अगर आपने सिर्फ कोर्सेज ही करने हैं और प्रैक्टिकल लर्निंग आपकी नहीं है, उसके साथ साथ आप कोई प्रैक्टिकल नहीं कर रहे, तो कोर्सेज आर नॉट फॉर यू। इन पाकिस्तान there's a lot of mentors, gurus, those are selling courses, but there's a very big problem from student sides, that they are buying every course existing in the market, but they are also not doing practical with that knowledge. So कोशिश करें कि प्रैक्टिकल लर्निंग करें, सेल्फ लर्निंग करने की कोशिश करें. इफ यू आर नॉट अ वेरी गुड सेल्फ लर्नर, देन यू शुड गो फॉर द कोर्स, बट नॉट एवरीवन's कोर्स. तो कोर्सेज पे मैंने कहा राशिद भाई मैं प्लीज ये बता देता सबको कि कोर्सेज आपके लिए जरूरी तो हैं, बट हर कोर्स आपने नहीं करना अगर आप प्रैक्टिकल नहीं कर रहे. अगर आप प्रैक्टिकल कर रहे हैं तो each and every course will teach you something.
Absolutely.
AI के ऊपर राशिद भाई बात कर.
देखें, अली हमजा भाई, इट्स आई थिंक ही हैज़ हाईलाइटेड वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट. आई कैन गिव यू many things, but if you are not going to implement even 1% of that, it's not gonna be helpful. So one of the thing I do
जी जी
is,
सर ऐसे
जी जी,
सॉरी मैं आपकी बात काट रहा हूँ ऐसे ही बासित भाई मैंने ना वो उनका सोहेब अली का ही ना
हम्म,
उनका ही कोर्स किया था तो फ्री कोर्स है यूट्यूब पे उनकी अवेलेबल है
Yes.
डाटा उसी से ही मैंने डिजिटल मार्केटिंग अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह
Yes.
सीखी है और मतलब मैं उस तरह नहीं कह रहा लेकिन अपने आप पे कॉन्फिडेंस है कि
माशाल्लाह।
सेल्फ लर्नर मैं हूँ अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह तो उसी को ही ना मैंने देख के ना आगे सारा इम्प्लीमेंट किया और अब मैं इस फील्ड में घुस गया हूँ मुझे समझ भी आ रही है काफ़ी चीज़ें
हम्म,
तो उसके लेकिन इसके एआई की तरफ मैंने भी मतलब हल्की फुल्की रिसर्च की है लेकिन कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा था तो उसकी इसलिए मैं आपको पूछ रहा था
right. So basically, I'm gonna try answering it for you. So
ओके
for example, if I have to do the research, I have to go to the 25, let's say, not 25, let's say 5 to 7 different platforms to gather the learnings, insights, right? And if I use one single tool, let's say, everyone talks about Chat GPT. There are hell of a good tools out there. If you
जी
know
जी
what I mean, like Writer, RYTR, Copy.ai, Claude.ai is very very good tool if you know how to get the information out of it with references. So uh,
सही
just just as we define the goal for our campaign, just define the goal of what you are going to trying to get out of the tool, right? For example, if you are looking for help in your creative, either in your audience research, either in your niche, whatever the goal is, define the goal, write the points what exactly you are looking to get out of it. For example, am I audible, right?
हम्म
Okay.
यस
Okay, thank you. So basically, define the goals, write down the three steps or the three main important things that you are trying to get out of it. For example, I have audience inputs or audience research data, which is directly from the audience, not from the AI tool, but directly from the audience. And I'm gonna ask the AI tool kindly reformat it. Very, very basic thing, right? And then I'm gonna give it, let's say, 3 to 5 power words and ask the chat GPT to include this in the content in a normal humanized way. Third thing,
सही
this is what my customers are facing in. These are the top 3 problems that I'm trying to solve with this type of product, and ask the tool to adjust your copies accordingly and give you, let's say, I don't go more than 3 variants or up to 5 variants. And if, once you get those variants, have it reviewed by the copywriter or whoever is managing, or even if you are doing it, proofread it, adjust again, and then take it out to the tool. Because the problem I see is what people do is they do the basic generic stuff and they try to avoid the process and the system. I hope I'm not taking too much time, Basit bhai. If you are comfortable, we can take maybe. I'm just gonna try
No, no,
answer.
sir.
Uh,
Sir, please, please.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, what people do is they just give it one or two basic prompts and get the content and push it right away. Even within the Meta, within the Google, within the TikTok, you can now generate the content, right? So, your ability to communicate effectively and how you position your messaging matters the most. Same goes for the creative, same goes for the audience research, same goes for the copywriting, each and everything. So human element should not be excluded. So sit back. Even you can ask the same questions to the chat GPT. This is my product. This is what these are the problems I'm trying to solve. What questions should I be asking you to get the best output of, right? You are asking chat gpt. So this you
समझ
just
गया
have to be little bit of creative with what you are using.
समझ गया
Make sense?
अच्छा यस ओके राशिद भाई एक और बात मतलब ये वो यही है देखें कि चैट जीपीटी और इन मतलब एआई टूल्स मैंने काफ़ी यूज़ किए हैं मैं ना मतलब अभी डिप्लोमा किया ना मैकेट्रॉनिक्स का तो उसमें कोडिंग वगैरह के में लिखने पड़ते हैं ना उसके सी प्लस प्लस कहने का मकसद मेरा ये है कि एआई टूल को ना एआई टूल को अच्छी तरह मैं ऑप्टिमाइज वे में ना यूज़ कर सकता हूँ अच्छी तरीके से उसको अपना अपना गोल बता के उससे प्रॉपर वे में ना प्रॉम्प्ट उसे दे के और उससे मतलब अपना एंड गोल उसे मतलब आंसर अपना निकलवा लेता हूँ तो मतलब कि अब यही चीज़ बस मैं कैंपेन्स जो लगा रहा हूँ तो एआई को उसको चैट जीपीटी को अपना सारा बताऊं कि मैं इसके लिए कैंपेन लगा रहा हूँ ये ऑडियंस है और ये टारगेट ऑडियंस है और इस तरह के रिजल्ट के लिए कि बेस्ट प्रैक्टिसेस क्या होंगी तो बस यही है एआई को लेवरेज करना.
No, it's not just this, but you have to be strategic about it. What this is, it can go into multiple ways. So you have to decide what you are trying to extract out of it. For example,
Okay.
if we have a team of 4 people who are working on the creative production, their job is just to get the good, tailored, highly relevant creative out of the
सही.
right out for the people they are going after. So let's say they can seek help in the scripting. They can, for example, let me tell you, for example, if you are reading a book, let's say it's 100 million leads, or what was the book name, I'm forgetting, the I think so, whatever the case is, just take the framework out of the book, what they are referring to,
सही.
ask the AI tool. This is the expert with, let's say, decades of experience. They have written the book. This is their proven framework. Use that framework to get the learnings up. For example, if you go to the macro level, let's say outside of the digital advertising spectrum, you want to understand the numbers of the business. Let's say this is the target market. These are the problems exist in the marketplace. These are the three competitors already exist in the market, and I'm trying to create a product or service most relevant to them, but it will be more of a good quality, but it should be more of a good quality,
सही.
right? It should be more of a good quality, and try to add as much as insights as you could, because we don't to these days we don't
समझ
just
गया.
do any research manually, which is crucial these days. I always say RI, real intelligence, plus AI, artificial intelligence, is equal to the quality content. So human element is crucial.
समझ गया. अच्छा मतलब आप
Yeah, Hamza is coming.
मैं समझ गया. अच्छा आप मतलब ये कहना चाह रहे हैं कि उसको जितने ज़्यादा हम रेफरेंस पॉइंट देंगे और उसको जितनी ज़्यादा हम मतलब उसको स्ट्रेटेजिक तरीके से यूज़ करेंगे तो वो हमारा मतलब बेस्ट रहेगा.
Absolutely. So you have the car, you have the bike, you can choose to drive in this pacing, in the direction, on the speed. It's your choice how you are going to utilize it. So this is the user of the
समझ
tool, not just the tool itself. AI, everyone says,
सही.
AI,
अच्छा
AI.
आप
Yeah.
जी जी ऐसे ही. अच्छा बुक आपने जो बताई है मतलब लाइक रेफरेंस पॉइंट के लिए कोई स्पेसिफिक बुक्स हैं इसके लिए जो मतलब डिजिटल मार्केटिंग पे रिटर्न हो क्योंकि डिजिटल मार्केटिंग तो मतलब लाइक चेंज होती जा रही है मतलब जाहिर सी बात है कि हर साल नए टूल्स आते हैं और मेटा एड्स पे जो है अपना ये मेटा नई नई चीज़ें निकालता है तो मतलब इस तरह की बुक्स जो हैं उसके रेफरेंस पॉइंट्स के लिए ठीक रहेंगी.
Absolutely, why not? For example, this is marketing, the practice, the strategic advertising. I think one very good book that I'm forgetting the name. That I think this is marketing, the practice, And the last one was from, I'm forgetting. No, no, the never
चले
split
मैं
the
आपको इंशाल्लाह
the
मैसेज
never
करूंगा
split the
इनबॉक्स में,
difference.
आप
Yeah,
उसमें
I will DM you as soon as I remember. No issue at all. So make sure get
ओके थैंक
insights out of the real people. Combine your
यू.
intelligence with the tool. This is where, and then have it reviewed by the human once again. Don't use the raw content in your business. It's not gonna help. Even
समझ
Google,
गया जी जी.
even Google
Get
is
it.
not going to be helpful in this case. Basit bhai, thank you so much for your time. And we are already like 10 minutes over our session. And
Yes, sir.
if you would like to take any question, I will more than
यस
happy to
सर,
bring
ऐसे ही
someone
है,
up.
10 बजे आई थिंक खत्म होना था.
Yes. So if you want to take last question, then we
ओके
can
सर,
bring
थैंक यू
someone
वेरी
else.
मच.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल जी, प्लीज किसी का भी क्वेश्चन है तो यू गाइस कैन आस्क मी
I think Hamza.
इन दिस लाइव, और इसके बाद भी आप लोग मुझसे पूछ सकते हैं.
Yes. So this will be our last question. We are already 10 minutes beyond. Hamza bhai, if you have question, or should I be bringing someone else? Muhammad Hamza. I think he is not here. By the way, thank you so much, Sharon, uh, Aryande, Cyrus, Sarah. I'm gonna Asad Rasool, Zishan Ali, Tariq Rahman, Madni, Muhammad, Ali Raza, Abdul Rafe, Seher, M. Arslan, Sayyid Munib, Hasib, Ali Hamza, Sadi, Muzammil, Furqan, Muhammad, Anisur Rahman, Abdullah, Tayyiba, Muhammad, each and every one of you, thank you so much for joining us. And I think Cyrus is coming. We are going to take last question before we end this, with the permission of Basit Bhai, of course. Hey Cyrus, thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, Malik. Thank you so much for creating this beautiful show.
Sure, sure. Please take Cyrus.
Yes, he is here already. Please
Oh,
continue.
thank you so much, Abdul. Yeah, thank you, everybody. I just wanted to say, I've been listening to this show for a while now. I understood like half of it because it was bilingual. It was perhaps multilingual as well, and there were bits that I couldn't understand, but the bits that I could understand was so good that made me stay on the show. So, the question I've got when it comes to user-generated testimonials, what is your strategy for getting the customers to write user-generated, to create user-generated videos for the product? As an example, for the customers of the customers who've bought a book, just as an example. So, what is your strategy to get them to create UGC? Thank you.
Thank you so much for a good question. Basit bhai, would you like to add inputs? I think he might be facing network issues. No issue. Basit bhai, can you hear us? Guys, can you hear me right? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me loud and clear. Give me a thumbs up so I know.
It's okay.
Thank you so much. So Cyrus, I'm gonna try answering it for you. So for example, these days getting user generated content from the customers itself is very very crucial, and not everyone is willing to give it to you, right? So what I have done, or I have been doing, is making it valuable for them to create the content. uh, one of the top strategy is, if they bought the product, uh, of course thank you email goes, and then there's a order confirmation email goes, and when the product is reached, on the second day we send an email, SMS, or we try to connect with the customer on top of the email. If they are willing to give their testimonial, and on the next purchase we are going to give them up to 75% off, even or in some cases, because you never know which user generated content is going to work. First your research is very important. Either the user I we do consistently run this try to run these surveys, like if you were to be asked to create the raw creatives for the brand, would it be impossible for you to do it, or are you comfortable? So we consistently gather data from the customers. Once we have the data, based on the data, we try to implement on the last email, which is when the order is reached to their doorstep. Either they are willing to give us their testimonial for us, raw testimonial, we will compliment them. Maybe we will give them 100% of the product as a gesture, or 75 to 95%. This is very basic stuff, but most of the time people don't even ask, and they just ask for the one time, and they just leave it. So what we do, if they don't respond, we have a busy schedule, we have a lot of going on. Let's say this is our WhatsApp. If one message is skipped, there is a possibility they never see it again. Or one email is skipped, there is a possibility it it gets never seen again. So after 3 days, we try to have our customer support to call the customer, ask the feedback from the client, how the product is doing. Was they were they satisfied or not? Has they have they faced any issues? And at the last question would be, are you willing to do a testimonial for us? When you buy the next product, it will be 1+1 for you, or we will give them a gift card. So we try to understand the customer first, like what their preference would be. Either they are after discount, either they are after product, either they are after gift card. So we try to gauge the mindset of the customer. If they are comfortable enough, this is how. Then there goes the third step. This is called extra experience driven advertising efforts. For example, if they haven't bought us, let's say, for the last 45 days, we will send them a good gesture card, handwritten note, with a small gift. If and this is just to remind them, we care about you. We are happy to have you as our customer, and we are not going to left you because you bought one time from us. This doesn't mean you are not important to us. So handwritten notes, and once again, same offer. If you are willing to record a UGC content, I think this is good enough, right, Cyrus?
It's actually fantastic. Thank you. The issue is the product has been given to the customers free of charge, and when we ask them to write the UGC, to create the UGC, they're still not doing it. So I was just thinking.
Yeah, even if, for example,
it
happens, and maybe out of, let's say, 100 customers, there is a possibility, maybe out of maybe just 5, maybe 7 people would give us a review. So no matter, in some cases, no matter whatever you do, it's not gonna work. They are not willing to, because we have a busy schedule. So for example, if I'm sending the product to someone else, how deeply do you care about the person? Is it we just do maximum of 3 follow-ups, because the last offer is the most important one. If they still not willing to do it, even if it is the free product, it's not gonna be helpful. What we do is, in few of the cases, is if someone already bought the product, we ask them on the phone call, like, how was your experience with the product or the service they have gotten? Would they be willing to refer to someone else who might get the benefit out of the book that you are selling in? If they do it, then your chances multiply. If the first customer is not willing to do it, the second might be helpful. So try to go a little bit of extra mile. Don't be, we don't have to become like a headache as well, so we also have to be mindful on those terms as well. So make sure go a little bit of extra mile. For example, send out cards is a very good gesture you can do. If you do the research or send out cards, if someone has bought your book, it was sent for free, maybe after 3 to 5 days you can send them a nice card with a small brownie in it, and it will remind them, right? So it's a natural reciprocity process. If you do something for someone, subconsciously they are obliged to give us something in return, right? So these are the small things you can do to even in some cases, if you are sending them books, we ask in some most in some instances we have asked the customers, like, what was the top 3 things that you find valuable from this book. And this during this conversation we ask them to, if you can maybe write a small testimonial in written words, on even on WhatsApp message, that would also be helpful. So always go for the extreme testimonial like video. If they are not willing to do it, ask them to do it on the website or on the review page. If no, ask them to, just write it on the text message or WhatsApp, whatever the case is.
Thank you so much, Malik. Thank you. Have a nice evening, everybody. Thank you so much for your answer.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. I do really, really appreciate you for joining us. And this session, we do it every Friday, 9 p.m. And huge thanks
So much,
to
everyone.
huge thanks to Abdul Basit Bhai for taking his time. I know we are already 20 minutes over, so thank you for being patient enough for us. And everyone, once again, do try to share it with your friends and family in the same community so more people can join us. And the goal is to be helpful to one person.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yes.
Thank you so much, all.
And have a wonderful weekend. One last message I would like to give it: be humble, be kind, because you never know who is going through what type of situation. So this is really important. Never compromise on your values, never compromise on your ethics. Just try to be humble with everyone. So if someone is acting out of anger, acting out of anything else, a bad behavior towards you, it might be the possibility they might be struggling with something very crucial. So be humble, and let's join next week, next Friday, 9 p.m. Pakistan time, 11 a.m. EST. Till then, take care. Bye bye.
Take care, everyone. Allah Hafiz.
I'm just gonna stick here for maybe 60 more seconds to end this session. Once again, everyone, thank you so much for joining us. जबरदस्त हो गया माशाल्लाह
You are doing time blocking all wrong. And if you really want to be more productive, you need AI to help you do the work. Time blocking is when जन्नत भी गवारा है मगर मेरे लिए
हाँ जी
ऐ कातिबे तकदीर मदीना लिख दे
Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining us. This is the last message. Let's reconnect next Friday, 9 p.m. Pakistan time, 11 a.m. EST time. So I will try to have another guest. So Ariande, if Ariadne, I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing it correctly. If you would like to join us as a guest in the next session, it would be an honor to have you. Uh, till then, take care. Bye bye. Allah Hafiz.
चौखट पे हम हो निगाहे करम वरना चौखट पे हम आपका नाम ले लेके मर जाएंगे
Assalamualaikum. Assalamualaikum Basit bhai. Thank you so much for joining us today, for taking your time and doing this session with us. This is Atik bhai. He is also grateful for you to join us.
Thank you, love you, Basit bhai.
This is Mashraban.
Thank you, Basit bhai.
Thank you so much for joining us. Basit bhai, thank you so much. And we will continue to see where we can help each other, collaborate with each other, and it will be continue to grow. So once again, thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend.